I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So first and foremost, once again, I got a shout out. You know, we back at it, but I did a video in the airport. Got a shout out to Vikings for the victory once again. Always good to see a team, you know, get their first win, whether if it was ugly, whatever, etc., etc. Yes, they got a lot to improve upon, no doubt. But hopefully that's the, you know, the spark that gets them going, gets them focused in, right? Maybe make a run, make the playoffs, long way to go. They have a lot of improvements to make, but solid win, solid victory, man. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into it. I got to, you know, give a shout out to Marcus Davenport, bro. Heavy. Got to give a shout out to Marcus Davenport now. I talked about him heavy, man. You know, of course, then his, you know, belief, his toughness. Does he want to be on the squad? Does he want to even be on the field? You know, of course, then if he was putting maximum effort into rehab, you know, so he can really play and help the team, right? Now, I never said he couldn't play ball on that field. Let's not get that twisted, not get it misconstrued. Now, once did I say that he couldn't play ball? Even check the offseason, I talked about, you know, how much of a contributor he could be to the Vikings this season. If he can stay healthy, right? If he can stay zoned in. But up to this point, what a Panthers game, he wasn't healthy. So as far as that, no, I don't know how much effort he was putting in 100% or not. But I'm just saying from the vibes, you know, from the pressures, etc. Just wondering why he's not on that field. Maybe he couldn't play. I still got my questions, but at the end of the day, when he's on that field, if he can stay available, he could be a problem. And you look at his career, injuries is really the only thing that has been holding him back, correct? His lack of availability, but on that field, they say he couldn't get to the quarterback. He proved everyone wrong in one game. First game back, sure, he was rusty. You know, he got to still get accustomed to the speed, get back in the groove, but the performance he had, 2 sacks, how he was in the backfield, right? Making plays, contributing to the Vikings. You know, that's why they bring him in the building. So if he continues to play well, you got to give props to Kwesi for acquiring him. But my biggest thing was always his injuries and him not, you know, being available. So that's the biggest thing. But like I said, I never said he couldn't play football. But for a guy to come in who's been sitting out whole offseason, right? New team, new scheme, been hurt, been out. To come in and perform the way he did, oh man. That's definitely a positive, and I mean colossal positive for the Vikings. You got to think that's just his first game back, baby. First game back. Now, I know he gives off like weird vibes. He might just be, you know, that just might be him. Kind of a weird demeanor, but that don't mean it's bad, right? Doesn't mean something is wrong with him, right? You know, some people are weird, everybody's different, man. Heavy. So, got to give a shout out to Marcus Davenport. And you see what happens when man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron. He came in, started balling right away. What was the domino effect? DJ Wonnum stepping up. He had a big play, looking like a what? Tight end out there running that ball, man. Toting that tater. He elevated his game. Patrick Jones, even he looked better. Dean Lowry had a solid game. Harrison Phillips, you know, they got a lot of work to do. They got to keep it going. But at the end of the day, when players come in and perform, that's not only is it good for them, but it's good for their teammates as well. Everybody steps up. It raises the level of competition, good competition, right? And everybody trying to make a play. Be the best on the field, which equates to what? The team being better, the defense improving. Run defense, pass defense, etc., etc. And each game, the defense is continuing to progress. But Marcus Davenport, He will be key. I repeat, he will be key to the success of the defense. Totally different defense when he's in the game. Look around the NFL. Some teams don't even have a pass rush. The Vikings have 2 elite edge rushers now. That's very rare, baby. You understand? That's an advantage on that field. So if Marcus Davenport can stay healthy, if he can stay healthy, man. I know it's a big if, especially based on his history. But like I say, change of scenery. Hopefully he continues to get the right treatment, put the work in. But what he showed, the way he flashed, oh man, he has a lot left in the tank. They talk about he couldn't get to the quarterback. He got to him twice. Now I understand Bryce Young, rookie, the Panthers aren't a great team. But at the end of the day, they're still an NFL team. And he's still going up against NFL linemen. Probably not the best. You understand? But he did his thing. And like I'm going to keep saying, we're going to see just who the Vikings are versus the Chiefs, baby. Yeah, those fake Hollywood Chiefs. They got Taylor Swift all in the building, right? They crowning the Chiefs already. So it's a perfect opportunity for the Vikings to put on an all-around performance, 4 quarters, coaches and players, etc. I'm sure the Chiefs going to bring Taylor Swift in, that little fake relationship, whether it's real or not. It's the entertainment. We don't know, right? All of a sudden, Taylor Swift rocking with football now. Oh, all right. But it is what it is. But I'm sure she's going to be in the building. They're going to crown the Chiefs. Everybody thinks it's going to be an easy win, easy victory. We know what it is. The disrespect is there. But once again, another opportunity for the Vikings to kill that noise, earn some respect, really prove that they can make a playoff run, potentially. I see people talking about Caleb Williams, quarterback this, quarterback that. I'm not shocked by, a lot of Vikings fans doing that. You got some fans who would be cool with the team taking purposely, getting Caleb Williams, right? Not making the playoffs, etc., etc. But that's probably the fans that are just cool with the Vikings being average, mediocre. I understand Kirk is out the building, but you shouldn't ever want your team to tank. Have some respect for your squad and self-respect, baby. Period, bottom line. So no, once again, the Vikings shouldn't tank. I'm going to stand on that. But they proved nothing yet, and they got a long way to go. You talk about making the playoffs, etc., etc. They need to win some big games coming up, starting with the Chiefs. Makes no sense to beat the Panthers, then an elite team comes in, you're at home, and you revert back, right? Period, bottom line. So if the Vikings are bad enough to tank, all right. It is what it is. But I don't think they're that, man. I don't think this team is a 5-win team. Nah, you can't tell me that, man. Especially if they're zoned in on the same accord. Coaches are coaching them up correctly. Nah, man. The Vikings should and are a playoff team. But we shall see. At the end of the day, you got to prove it. But Marcus Davenport being available now, he's a big plus for this defense. Like I say, he changes the whole dynamic of the game. He gives you that extra elite pass rusher. He showed his skills, getting to the ball, filling in gaps, hand movement. Looks like he worked on some, pass rushing moves. Right? He's got more moves in his arsenal now. That's a plus for him. But the way he got to that quarterback, man, and if D Hunt continues to play well, oh, man, you could be looking at one of the best pass rushing duos in the game, baby. Heavy. Woo! You got to love it, man. But that's my take on Marcus Davenport and what he brings to the Vikings. And I see why. If everything pans out, I see why Kwesi would acquire a player of his caliber. He could be a game changer, baby. That was only his first game back. Let's see where he is. Week 8. could be a problem. But let's get to it, man. Let me know how you feel about this video. Feedback is much appreciated. How'd you feel about Marcus Davenport's performance, man? We back at it. Let's get to it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm on and rock and rolling, right? Big SKOL here, man. SKOL Vikes forever. Woo!